Dear students, welcome to mathematics online classes. In this class, we will discuss the concept of maxima and minima. Maxima and minima. Let us directly go with some of the examples here. NCERT example number 26. It is given that find the maximum and minimum values if any, means if possible you find it, otherwise no, if any of the function f given by f of x is equal to x square for all x belongs to real numbers. Okay, in this question, what is the maximum value of the function f of x is equal to x square and what is the minimum value of the function f of x is equal to x square? That is our question. Very simple. What you do, draw the graph of f of x is equal to x square. Graph of f of x is equal to x square. How it will be? It will be a parabola symmetric with respect to the y-axis. It is like y equal to x square graph. Otherwise, you take around 3 to 4 points, you will get the graph like this. What is this? F of x is equal to x square graph. It is extending indefinitely in both the sides. What is the minimum value and what is the maximum value it is attaining? Minimum value it is attaining is 0. At the point x is equal to 0, f of 0 is equal to 0 square. This is nothing but 0. This is the minimum value it is attaining. What about the maximum value? It is attaining the maximum value. No maximum value here. You see, it is extending indefinitely. How will you say which one is the maximum value? If you say like 5,000, 5,001 will be there. If you say like 1 million, 1,000,001 will be there, like that. So there is no maximum value. What we write? We write maximum value does not exist. This is about a maxima and a minima of a function. Very simple. Okay, let me write the answer here. This can be included in the answer, no problem. Answer: at x is equal to 0, f of 0 is equal to 0 is the minimum value. Is the minimum value of the function f of x is equal to x square, and x is equal to 0 and x is equal to 0 is the point of minimum value. Point of minimum value. And what about the maximum value? Maximum value does not exist. Maximum value does not exist. This is about the question. F maximum and minimum value of the function f of x is equal to x square. Simple one. Now, let us take the next question. Example 27. Find the maximum and minimum value. Find the maximum and minimum value of f if any of the function given by f of x is equal to modulus of x for all x belongs to real numbers. For all x belongs to real numbers, what does it mean? It means domain of the given function is real numbers. Here also domain of the function is real numbers. Here it is given. Okay, very simple. Draw the graph of the modulus function. F of x is equal to modulus of x. F of x is equal to modulus of x. Its graph we are writing. In 11th standard relations and functions chapter, it was there, the modulus function. How it works: modulus of x is equal to plus x if x is greater than or equal to 0, it is minus x if x is less than 0. This is the definition of modulus function. When x is equal to 0, modulus of x is 0, this is the point. When x is equal to 1, f of x equal to, it is a positive value, plus 1, so point is 1 comma 1. When x is equal to 2, it is 2, so right hand side it goes like this. What about the left hand side? When x is equal to minus 1, modulus of x equal to, it takes the function minus x minus of minus 1, that is plus 1. When x is equal to minus 2, then again here it is negative, this condition is satisfied, minus of minus 2, that is plus 2 only. So function graph goes like this. This is plus x, this one is minus x. What is the maximum value and what is the minimum value? That is our question here. Okay, all of you can observe again, the minimum value is 0. What about the maximum value? Maximum value again here does not exist, because maximum it is extending indefinitely. Okay, write the same thing. At x is equal to 0, f of x is equal to 0 is the minimum value, of the function f of x is equal to modulus of x, and x equal to 0 is point of minimum value. What about the maximum value? Maximum value does not exist. If you restrict the domain here, like if, let me take here, I will modify the question. F of x is equal to modulus of x, where x belongs to the closed interval minus 4 to plus 4 is given here. If it is given minus 4, let us take minus 4 to plus 2. Minus 4 to plus 2. What will be the maximum value and what will be the minimum value? Answer is up to this only. This is got finished. Just to explain the maximum and minima concept, I am modifying the question here. How will be the graph of this f of x is equal to modulus of x? In this case, y-axis and x-axis, it is defined up to minus 4 to 2. Somewhere here will be the minus 4 and here will be the 2. How this graph will be? Its graph will be like this. It will not extend indefinitely here. So now can you define what is the maximum value and what is the minimum value? Yes, maximum value is 4. Maximum value is 4 at minus 4. At minus 4 in the sense at the point x is equal to minus 4. Therefore, x is equal to 4 minus 4 is the point of maxima. F of minus 4 is equal to plus 4 is the maximum value. Next, what about the minimum value? Minimum value is 0 here again. X equal to 0 is the point of minima. Minimum value is f of 0. F of 0 is equal to what? Modulus of 0, that is nothing but 0. Here is the minimum value, here is the maximum value. This is about the maxima and minima. If you take any other points there, it is not the maxima or it is not the minima, those are called as extreme values. Now one more example is there. Let us take that example also. That is example 28. Example number 28. Find the maximum and minimum value. Find the maximum and minimum values if any of the function given by f of x is equal to x for x belongs to the open interval 0 to 1. Open interval 0 to 1 and closed interval 0 to 1. You should know the difference. Let us write the graph of f of x is equal to x versus x. It is defined in the interval 0 to 1. You have to be careful. It is defined in the interval 0 to 1. It is not defined on real numbers. Here is 0, somewhere here is 1, and y-axis also somewhere here is 1. When x is equal to 0, can we take this 0 here? No, we can't take this 0 because it is open interval. End point is not included. Okay, 0 we should not include. Then which number? 0.1 we can take. At x is equal to 0.1, f of 0.1 is equal to 0.1. So here will be the point. X equal to 0.2, f of 0.2 equal to 0.2. It goes like this. X is equal to 1, shall we take x is equal to 1? No, x is equal to 1 we should not take. X is equal to 0.9 we can take. When x is equal to 0.9, f of 0.9 is equal to 0.9. So point goes up to 0.9. Graph will be like this. Then how to indicate it is not including 0 and 1? By writing a open circle like this here. See, it is not including 1, it is not including 0 also. What is the maximum value and what is the minimum value? You may say that its minimum value is 0, sir, and its maximum value is 1. No, it is completely wrong. It is not taking 0 and 1 at all, first of all. You may say its maximum value is 0.9. There is a value just greater than 0.9, that is a 0.99. And we may say its minimum value is 0.1. So no, that is not the minimum value, because there is a value which is just which is lesser than 0.1 also, like 0.01. So what we can say here? We can say that there is no maximum value and there is no minimum value for the function f of x is equal to x, where x belongs to the interval open interval 0 to 1. So here we write no maximum value, and no minimum value, exists for the function f of x is equal to x for x belongs to the open interval 0 to 1. Suppose the function is defined like this. This is the answer for the question number 28. Suppose I am redefining the function f of x is equal to x for x belongs to the open interval 0 to 1. What happens here? If open interval is defined, now graph will be 0 to 1 including 0 and including 1. So what will be the minimum value here? Minimum value is 0 and the maximum value is 1. Minimum value is 0, maximum value is 1. So that is the case. This is the concept of maxima and minima. Maximum value attained by a function and minimum value attained by a function. Under this heading, we need to discuss two more concepts. Those are local maxima, local minima, and also absolute maxima and absolute minima. Let us discuss the concept of local maxima and local minima. Local maxima and local minima. I will take a graph. Let us consider a graph like this. I have a graph like this. Okay. You observe this point. At the point x is equal to c, what is happening here? See, it is defined on an interval I. Defined on an interval is I. X equal to c is a point which is defined in the interval I only. At the point x is equal to c, what is happening? If we consider any point on the neighborhood of the point x is equal to c, all those are satisfying the condition. X takes the values on the neighborhood of the point c. Those values can be less than C or those values can be greater than C. Okay, all those are satisfying the condition like f of x is less than f of C. So here this point x is equal to C is called as point of local maxima. And what is the local maximum value? Local maximum value is f of C. Okay, you should not check it like what is happening here. This is the local maximum value and local minimum value somewhere it may come. It is not like that. Any point we take, at that point, if on the neighborhood of the point, if that value giving us the maximum value, that can be taken as local maximum value. Here I will consider, no problem. Here also you consider. Let us take this point as x is equal to C1. At the point x is equal to C1, again you may observe that on the neighborhood of the point C1, it is satisfying f of x is less than f of C1. Again here it is called as x equal to C1 is a point of local maxima and local maximum value is f of C1. So with this what we can understand? We can understand that there can be more than one local maximum values. There can be two local maximum values. There can be three local maximum values, like that. Infinite local maximum values can be there. Now next, going to the local minimum value. Let us consider a point here. This point is x is equal to C2. What is happening at the point x is equal to C2? If you take any points on the neighborhood of the point C2, all those values are giving us f of x is greater than f of C2. C2 is the minimum value here. So this point is called as a local minimum point. This is local minima. And x is equal to C2 is the point of local minima. F of C2 is the local minimum value. F of C2 is the local minimum value. And here also you may define the same thing. Let me take this point as C3. At the point C3 also it is satisfying the same condition. Like if x is taking the value, any values on the neighborhood of the point C3, f of x is greater than f of C3 condition is satisfying here. So x equal to C3 is the point of local minima and f of C3 is the local minimum value. This is about local maxima and local minima concept. How to check whether it is a point of local maxima and local minima? Is there any algorithm to check it? Yes, there is an algorithm. There is a test also. There is a method to test whether it is a point of local maxima or point of local minima. There are two tests. Let me discuss first test, that is first derivative test. First test is called as first derivative test. Second test is called as second derivative test. Now first derivative test. What first derivative test says? Suppose f is a function. Suppose f is a function defined on an interval I. On an interval I, and C belongs to I. C is a point in the interval defined. C is a point in I. Now checking whether C is the point of maxima or point of minima. First case, if f dash of x changes the sign, if f dash of x changes the sign from positive to negative, as x increases through C, as x increases through C, then C is called as point of local maxima and local maximum value is f of c. And now before explaining, let me write the minima also. Second condition, if f dash of x changes the sign from negative to positive as x increases through c, then c is called as point of local minima, and local minimum value is f of c. See, if it is changing from positive to negative or negative to positive, we have defined something. If it is not changing, what to do? Then that point is called neither the point of local maxima nor the point of local minima. That is the point of inflection. That is called as point of inflection. If f dash of x does not changes sign as x increases through c, then c is called as point of inflection. Okay, let me explain what is this c, how to consider, what is this f dash of x changes from positive to negative, negative to positive, all those. Let me explain. See, I will consider a simple graph. Let me consider a graph like this. Here is a point, there is change in slope of the curve. See, here curve is increasing curve, and this point onwards the curve is a decreasing curve. What is happening? Change in the slope. If change in slope, in the sense, if negative slope is changing to positive slope or positive slope is changing to negative slope, it should pass through origin, then at this point f dash of x is equal to 0. This point is taken as x is equal to c. C is a point at which f dash of c is equal to 0. This point is called as a critical point. That is taken as a c here. Now, as x increases through c, means x is increasing through c. See, if you take left side of the point c, what is happening here? We are observing positive slope. Means f dash of x is positive. After the point c, what is happening here? Curve is decreasing. So, if you take the tangent here at any point on the right side of the point c, what happens to the f dash of x? F dash of x value is negative here. So, what we say, at the point x is equal to c, f dash of x is changing the sign from positive to negative. This point x is equal to c is called as a point of local maxima. You should remember this concept and this diagram. You can easily remember how f dash of x is changing the sign and whether it is the point of local maxima or point of local minima. Simple one. If f dash of x is changing the sign from positive to negative, then it is point of local maxima. At this point, f dash of x will be 0. Means slope at that point will be 0. Yes, this is about maxima, local maxima. Now, let us discuss local minima. Y-axis and x-axis. Let us consider a graph like this. Here is a graph and there is a point. Again, let me take x is equal to c only. At this point x is equal to c, if you draw the tangent is parallel to x-axis. Means what about the f dash of x? What about the derivative? Derivative is 0, you know. So f dash of x is equal to 0. X is equal to c is the critical point here. To the left side of the point C, see curve is a decreasing curve. If you take tangent at any point, its slope will be negative, means f dash of x is equal to negative. To the right side of the point C, x is equal to C, curve is increasing. As curve is increasing, if you take the slope at any point, so means if you write the tangent at any point, f dash of x dy by dx will be positive. Means as x increases through C, as x is passing through C, what is happening here? It is f dash of x is changing the sign from negative to positive. F dash of x is changing the sign from negative to positive. This point is called as a point of local minima. Here as x passes through C, if f dash of x does not change the sign, means both left side and right side of the point C, both are negative or both are positive is there, then what is that point is called as? That point is called as point of inflection. Point of inflection. Okay, thank you. Remaining we will continue in the next class.